40% better in that regard, having played less maps.
That's very, very scary. Considering how well Fokus like to play. A peek out from Russ. S2G to get things started with the firefight, with the blaze, and they're blazing all the way.
Seems as if they've already put their troubles behind them, put it to the past. But you do have to remember, and there's a lot of scaling yet to be done in this position. Lewis will be the first to contact it, big headshot in, and a kill coming out from Lurzy. A 3 versus 3 presents itself.
By itself, and they'll even waddle to actually hold down A main. You've got to watch out for that flank though. Big kill to enter in towards this one.
Now they're playing off this passive setup. If pAura falls, everything could come tumbling down. But instead, he stands as the monolith in his team. He's literally just playing Spoiler, holding the cross on the deepest of angles, but pAura acutely aware. As I said before, the experience knows no bounds, and KPZET in a clutch once more. No TP to cross from the angle, only the paranoid to hear about it.
Yeah, but also look at this. Look at the orb that's supporting the players crossing here. Waddle's put it up, and RieNs has got a timing off the back of it.
That's the kill from behind. The lockdown needs to be dealt with. That might just be the solace that Fokus require in this round, and they trade out 1-for-1. A 2v2, not ideal. In fact, it's a 3 versus 1 that Lime must rectify. He can take some of that space, but Lurzy will stop him from sprinting into it.
Oh, they've checked it. That's beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. Just as expected, Lime finds the kill on towards pAura. That opens things up for them. It's both of the Omen smokes invested. The Viper toxic screen elsewhere at this point in time. They have the numbers inside the site, and Waddle is lurking as well.
That was a big engagement though, on towards RieNs. Clears out that full A main, and now S2G can start to assault from this point.
JUGi's up close, looking for fights. Lurzy caught completely unawares. Still sends the paranoia, and it tees up RieNs for his third. That's the numbers advantage that they would have been looking for. But Lurzy, he's dropped to the nano swarm. Things making incredulously difficult. Lime is still coming around from the opposite way. It's only a tap, and while the pit may be up, so is Lewis from this position. But this is your last buy round. For a little while at the very least, if you don't pick it up. And Fokus are getting absolutely everything. There's bloodshed from the team in red as they continue to barrel on forwards. And Nano to try and break the lockdown. They want to fight this on the front foot. pAura looking to defend it. He'll try and peek out. I think it might go off here. I don't know if the damage will be sufficient. It won't. Lewis is detained inside the site, but they need to clear him out.
They've not even cleared him. He's hiding in the corner. I don't believe that's on the site. He's going to be playing his elite win condition. They might not even need it. Oh my.
pAura just sits in the puddle of pain. It chips away at him to 9 points of health. While he doesn't have much util to come back through, he may just be that cannon fodder to get things underway.
The delay is absolutely incredible for S2G here. They're waiting to get back in towards the site, and they're wasting so much time.
Yeah, but look at Lime. He's wrapping back around. Lewis finds a huge kill in Waterfall to make this a little easier. Substantiated finally with a response. They don't know about Lime from this position, and he's slowly working his way forward. 2 players behind the smoke will be looking for the spam. They take it down before the spike is halved. Lime fully unexpected on the cross.
Fokus have so much to go off of to enter in.
It's like the guy off EastEnders. I've got nothing left. And Fokus, they got the whole goddamn lot, all the marbles. And JUGi is finding them, spilling out the pockets. The guy is so good on the Sheriff, but RieNs on the Ghost is the hero for S2G to try and clamber back and find some kind of a tide on the scoreline. Lime is going to stick it in the smoke. A parting gift from KPZET, the clutch master on the pistols of his own. Speaking about, you have so much information through JUGi. In coming into this last minute, you should gamble a rotation, and it looks like they will be. Paranoia even coming through to fight this before they hit the site.
Yeah, they're looking like this. They're trying to flood it, Fokus, and it's somehow walked out, but it just doesn't. They gain the advantage. S2G, Lime on the exit, trying to checks out Lurzy with 3v3, and it's not as bad as what I first thought.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Lime somehow getting the life card stamped there. I have no idea how he did it backpedaling, but it matters not. Lime wants more, hungry to close this out on his own terms. Big damage out of the 1 pump of that fragment from Lewis. Now the health advantage for Fokus in the 2v2. He's pinned to the corner.
And to hold the site.
S2G could quite easily go for a B exec here though, because pAura is in position, and not too far behind will be Lurzy. The site execute finally underway. RieNs will open proceedings with the first couple of kills. JUGi off the board, and they do go for this B pivot. Could be ill-advised. KPZET there. RieNs in and out for more kills. 3 found on the round, and they have twice the numbers to close this out.
Spike takes away. Waddle tries to re-entry and doesn't even check the right angles, unfortunately for him. Lime on 39 points of HP. 39 points of HP, it's going to be 0 now, eh? What Focus now? Oh, I thought it was going to check out. No, it's not going to be.
No.
They're going to try and flood this and fight.
There's big pressure here from S2G, but also big stalling power. Both the Killjoy and Viper utility to shut them out of sight. Safe collection and delivery to the destination. Just as that happens, Russ will package up Waddle in the forever box with his showstopper. And it's a 2 versus 2. KPZET retaking with the operator. Far from ideal, but there's a Vandal on the ground for him now.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, what a shot!
What a kill out of pAura.
The turret ticks away. The turret's not even checked, and my spam through the box might be enough. Swipes through, but pAura has the aim!
Good angle on rotation, but unable to find anything at this point in time. Lime just playing off his shoulder. YuGi rooted out, Lewis in support, and he'll find at least one. Unfortunately for him, it's traded out swiftly. S2G have the numbers, and they'll make their assault on A yet again, it seems.
Oh, Russ is gone. Got a timing. S2G have completely been gifted this round by Fokus. 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. Now, fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with the fights that Fokus really want to take. As for this, the ultimate's being invested. Just catches KPZET on the edge. A big delay, and Fokus they need to get a move on Hazard.
Yeah, and look how deep RieNs is sitting as well, knowing that Waddle likes to challenge this position of the map late, trying to be the trump, and in fact he will. Players dropping left and right, Fokus falling apart at the seams, KPZET in the clutch yet again, but it's an operator in hand, unfamiliar territory, and so much work to be done. Utility out of pocket, it will continue to delay, harass, and dishandle that one from Fokus's grasps.
There is, from 2 different angles as well. Looking for KPZET to pick this one up. Does the damage, and pAura feels as if he's under a bit of, I guess, oppression.
They do have positions to move off the back of here. pAura is taken out. I was going to say, with this rotation over, Fokus giving up a lot of space in mid. Need to be wary. Lion continues to disengage. Waddle looking for fights towards main, and may even shift one over. It doesn't matter. Trades in the site, currently favouring Fokus.
Lewis has got the timing on towards Lozy.
RieNs and Russ in pairing, only taking about 50 points of health between them.
YuGi's got going with the Sheriffs. Fokus have got going with the Sheriffs. They're proving that they can do it before. And oh my god, we're down to a 2 versus 1. Any information from Steps?
Very nicely dealt with. KPZET finds the final kill. pAura
being caught in a position near the one that we just saw.
I know exactly
worrying.
Where you are.
And we're actually going to get 2 investments of the ultimate.
Finally, they spot the operator out again. It was nice work from Lewis to just break all of the Seekers. Up close, there he goes, wraps around, finds another. They're continuing this insurgence towards B, but there are positions both ways from which Fokus can defend this.
There is. They've not anticipated the Cypher. Lime readjust perfectly. They're just completely wiping them out. Response here from Fokus to go and take main. Lozy and RieNs are on the outside of it. Russ getting YuGi, but the big engagement's in main.
KPZET needs to move out. Shrouded step, perfectly timed. Showstopper a little wide even. In the paranoia, will still find the frag. And that is the spike. He can defend this position from behind his own smokes. Finding the first, looking for more. Too much here already. The Cypher matchup, an interesting one. Russ on this attack sided up, finding a kill, moving up to ramp. KPZET will stop him. Paranoia through, but it's only for delay. They need rotation, they need support. Perhaps they only need a showstopper, but it shall not connect. Unfortunately enough for him, the Omen Jewel lost. The tag pulled out the side, and pAura will continue to flurry with more.
There's going to be a res invested from Lewis. Spike has been finally planted. They've not
his own teammate.
Yeah, that's going to set up Lewis to get the kill. It's 3 versus 2 now.
The numbers suddenly shifting. Dark cover could allow for a cross, maybe a peek. Reazy out the side, Blade still online. So much to do. YuGi with it all on his plate. They've moved one over. It's another 4-1 split, or 3-1 I should say. How well they can deal with this though, I'm not sure, and pAura has found the gap. Now they are being attacked from both ends, but Lewis has found a response.
That flash was a teammate flash once again. The engagement's no do full S2G's way. It's up to YuGi to clutch up with the op.
What a work to be done. Not the gun perhaps you would want in this situation. Head pops out. Again, information spotted, should be ready for the double swing first. In, dash out, JUGi, oh my goodness. How on earth are you getting away with this near? Follow it up. Seekers through, Lewis here as well behind the cyber cage, tapping away, seeing if anything will land. A blind punch in the dark and it crosses the jaw of reazy to find the opener.
Loz is close though. Could possibly swing through the smoke, you'd imagine they would. RieNs is taking out Waddle though. Control of the site is in S2G's hands. But and talk about outside of the site, it's all Fokus.
pAura's playing this so deep in ramp though, and it's JUGi, the flying bandit, to find it. The Danish duelist gets it. Not much utility to go off. Paranoia sent out both ways. pAura just slicing him down where he stands, but it's all up to reazy. Playing the Viper last time. So it plays very similar here, the way they take the space, line first in and first out.
Yeah, there's trades though. No one can get the trade onto Lozzy, and does have light shield, so we'll be able to go through a bit more pain. And that's exactly the case, but look at this. KPZET finding that frag. Russ just escapes into the site, but also escapes into death.
They're trickling through into the gaping wide mouths of Fokus. pAura finding a couple on the ghost. Dangerous here. Headshot left unaccounted for. Up to Waddle. 1 versus 1. Cypher on Cypher. While the tag is there. Can he shatter this game for S2G? Staring his opponent in the face, looking so similar on the Cypher, but only 34 points of health. The youngster versus more into playing those Spectres on the defense, as we said before. Big damage onto Lime, just trying to be the first point of contact. Break some of those trips, break the health bar of pAura, not much done. RieNs in support, another team flash, but nothing found. In fact, everything goes S2G's way.
30 seconds
S2G
left.
lingering on the edge of being thrown into the dumps. Paranoia wide of the mark. reazy happily able to collect that one. The swing is already through, however. There's an immediate trade, a follow-up, Lime for 2. And that's as many players that will stand on the S2G side to keep themselves in their own map pick. Rolling Thunder, can they find anything from it? It seems not. Waddle will close out. They were sent to hell and came back with a smile on their face.
Oh, they've not cleared out KPZET. The drop though might have given some information. He still holds in there. That's a lot of information. A big spot if they don't clear out KPZET.
Oh, and they're not going to. He's found the first, looking for more. reazy finally on the score sheet, but other than that, Fokus getting everything they want, having their way with the map, kills back. Okay, a 1 versus 2. But not very much health to do it with. No utility either, and time, you can forget about it. It is a done deal. All signed off. Fokus should be taking it, whether there's players left to tell the tale or not. I mean, even at that point in time, Waddle far removed, perhaps looking to take someone out on the flank. Instead, it's pAura on the front lines, winning his one for the first time in a while, it feels. But he'll double up. He's here to stay and for good.
Yeah, but they don't realise he's actually got into tower. pAura just cleaning up shop. Waddle and KPZET have decided to run towards A.
He's going the whole way round. He might even catch a timing on pAura here from the back. KPZET has a lot to do.
He does. Needs to win out the engagements. Will the first. pAura gets Waddle. In fact, KPZET's got full control. This is going to delay so much. And for a bonus round, it was pretty expensive for S2G. All in all.
Oh my god. But this proactivity knows no bounds. They're funneling all the way into spawn and finding the kills to match. Just like that, a numbers advantage is theirs, and the remaining players are on the opposite end. From the north to the south side. Fights early. pAura this time to get Lime up and available. The stick starting to come through. They know all too well, and while he can find one, it simply shall not suffice. S2G up to a 4th. Many ways that they could make this difficult for Fokus, so that is the reason why KPZET has taken a similar position as he did before, looking not to get caught by the aftershock and sit inside his smoke.
Yeah, just dashing straight in. KPZET has actually mowed down 2. That's the biggest part about it. Goes in towards main, so if this dissipates the Viper's pit, he's in perfect position to deny.
The longer they trawl towards the site, the bigger the decay will be. Dastardly on them. S2G still finding the kills. Waddle with the spray. They know all about it. Is their time? I think not. Should slow this down other than the snake bite that Waddle's put out.
Yeah, you've got to look at this. This is a hurricane starting to spin around Fokus on the site, although the gunfights have just managed to favour Fokus now.
There was a crossfire from Canteen. JUGi had it, but pAura is still here. The wraparound from under in sewer, first blaring off the neural theft position, noted, and players there. Posture of the 140 rounds played in the Polaris regular season, it was a 70-70 split on both defenders and attackers' side. And look, they try and finish with a bang. Lurzy's found a couple.
Well, he certainly has. JUGi's found a timing though. Russ looking the wrong way, and look at this. Fokus have a foothold on the site.
Little more difficult for players to move into the site, but it's left Lewis by himself. He can win out. It's another 2 versus 1 that pAura has to try and rectify for his team.
I like the high-low setup. Just keep it simple. Let pAura swing out to you and punish him. 6-6.
A fake on the gate crash. Lime not wanting to take control of the site. It's already been compromised. Lewis finding the pushing Canteen. It's pAura again, the one to drop, and he'll even double up for more Fokus. Rolling them over inside the site. The harder it's going to hit when it comes tumbling straight back down. JUGi with another. reazy stunned up in the tower. Layers of utility, which he has to crawl through like a tough mudder. 10k, he can't do it. JUGi. The screen's going to be great as well because it cuts off the angles on the front of the site. They also have the position for main, and Fokus are moving in from here. KPZET's found one, flashed onto Lurzy, looking around for the second, which he cannot win.
Oh, YaBoiLewis once more though. You know what he's like when he's got the sheriff. When he finds a head, that's going to be enough. When he finds a rifle, it can be pretty dangerous, and that's exactly the case. That molly did hit the mark though. So in terms of this stall, in terms of this post plan, it's looking pretty good for S2G. It's about burning the rifles, burning the bodies.
They have no idea about main. Fokus, they're way ahead of schedule in this area of the map.
Picked up Russ as well. Fantastic. I mean, you've got to think how good that raise can be in a post plan, but Lurzy in a gunfight, even better.
They might actually run away with this because both flank players have been taken out. They still want to go for it. Lime on spot. Huge reveal from Lewis, and nothing found just yet. It's a 2 versus 2. S2G have committed to this. They stuck it out. It may come back to bite them.
Luzzy's shot out. The molly denies Lewis getting into the site, but Waddle's already there. Timing's there. Gets the headshot. One player left on main. Lewis just has to hold this, and that C's is going to deny.
Waddle just has to stick. Yeah, Lewis must buy time, but he cannot. The sand, the grain, it drops to the bottom of the hourglass. With these comps, it doesn't really favour you too much. And JUGi's going to get stunned from this position as well. He cannot escape. Russ will clip his heels and even find Lewis towards spawn. 3 for him. And Fokus, at such a deficit, may just be forced to save.
I'm having deja vu, Hazza. This is almost exactly how Lotus went. We're going to a 10-8 half, and then Fokus, realistically, will time out off the back of this. Whether it's enough is another question. JUGi though did find pAura. That's the lurker gone.
Oh no! And Lurzy's toasted Russ! Oh dear! It's the second time he's fallen to a calamitous mistake, and it could be enough to cost them in a round which would have closed the series, or the map at the very least, I should say. Oh, here is reazy fighting forward, but JUGi's won it again. They have no main control. They're backed up. It's RieNs to do it all, and he can't. Both extremities, and controllers on both extremities. KPZET trying to anchor this one down as he has a couple times. TPing out, but it's Lewis instead. So clean! The king to find 4 and force an overtime, perhaps. Lurzy, the only one left, in with a chance to await him with barely any time left. Minimal, in fact.
Yeah, the discipline. That's exactly what the word is. The key word for this round. The discipline for the last remaining 4
Everyone else is playing off-site. It's just pAura that's actually here. Spotted by the Prowler, goes for the spam, finds the first, but the follow-up is good. Site control now under the Fokus banner, looking to make a statement piece on a round and take the lead where it very much was away from the reazy. A stun, but Lime has TP'd away unscathed.
It's the fact that that fast lane was so great, and Waddle even better. That shot onto Russ is beautiful.
They're not going to expect this tuck close, never in a million years, and they may not even reach it to look Waddle dead in the eyes before he takes them out. No, Lurzy will do it. Both players doubled up, high and low, HP as well, in fact. Lurzy on 10 of his own, but Fokus will...
Yeah, this is a nice gamble from Fokus. The fact that 2 players are in tower as well, and this is going to be so easy to flood the site.
find the first pick. Lime needs to do a whole lot of work here, but he's very well supported. The flash pressed to the corner. Everything focus as they flood the kill feed blue. It's the team in red that are looking to put this third map to bed. pAura, a clutch scenario for him to muster. He's picked up the first, but the angle is deep. The health pool, not exactly shallow. 300 health across both players. They join up, they fight in unison. The guns looking to echo off as they do. And Fokus shout loud, shout tall. Heading up C long and taking the site control for themselves.
Yeah, pretty simple stuff already. Straight off the back, they're not even going to have any contest getting that spike down. Although there might be a contest in Garage and Limes won it out with the spam of all things.
That one's going to sting, so is that. And the follow-up as well. JUGi just stacking the skulls one by one. Headshot after headshot. They fall into his crosshair, and I don't think reazy is even going to face before the round has concluded. We spoke of his quality, we knew it was there.
And oh, the Spectre not quite hitting the mark. But I'll tell you what, well, it's going to be pAura's Bulldog cutting down KPZET. The engine not as clean.
Look how far away waddle is. Has gone for the cross-map recon to try and make it happen. Find his support from the utility yet again. But it's a 2 versus 3, and he's only just arrived on the scene to help Lewis.
Oh no, but Lewis doesn't even need it. Or maybe he will now. And needs Waddle to clutch up by himself. Has one shot. Will it be placed to perfection? It won't. The tap on the spike beat out reazy's peak. All he needs is this last pick. Pulled back into the grasp of reazy with the gravity well. Dancing with the devil. Dancing with the tuck. Can reazy get it over the line? It looks likely. Although, it's just dancing back and forth. reazy finally gets it over the line.
They're actually going to double dip. Lewis is here to try and get JUGi in position on the operator. And the other talking point is going to be this ult cycle, one which Fokus are making the most of. Waddle finding the mirror, as does Lime. Shattered pieces all across the floor. The picture that S2G wished to paint is looking to have been torn apart.
Fokus playing S2G at their own game. When it comes to gunfights, Fokus are winning all of them. Russ low on HP as well. The bust out's there. There's so much numbers. RieNs! It's popped up at the right time, at the right moment.
Chase to the ends of the earth. S2G, they don't pop back out. They simply play delay. The aftershock will help meet that end, as it seems like the round should be theirs.
He's got another
But it's not done yet.
Oh my god!
Oh! And they've started to move in. JUGi's repositioned. The smoke wasn't even there. A chance for him to find the pick. reazy on the shock. Nearly caught out again. Fokus just working on the end of their tether. We have to look at reazy's position deep in mid. The rest of the players are fighting on the site, and this could be detrimental when you look at the Rolling Thunder coming in.
That's perfect. Lewis fights ahead of reazy though. There goes reazy. It's Russ at the back of sight. Gong trying to create some music of his own. That song of death.
Turret for mid once more. JUGi still roaming on the operator, but decides to give it up. Moves towards the site. KPZET dropping in. Timing on the aftershock. Very nicely done. S2G working together to find the kills they need and barrel over Fokus.
Yeah, fantastic. Now S2G look like themselves again. I don't know if they've just taken a deep breath, have a stand up, whatever it is, but the frags and the trades have been perfect. You've even got pAura all the way back in spawn just for a last layer on the defense. Surely not.
You definitely think not, but Lime is playing this brilliantly. Already, aggression coming in from Fokus on long. They have ults to work with in retake, but may not require them. reazy finding the first, however, now Waddle on an island. Needs Lewis to bail him out, but perhaps can do it all by himself. Lockdown in early. They want control of the site early. They're going to get it at the very most. No aftershock, unfortunately, for Lewis, but Waddle winning that one may just be enough. He's going to send the ult in, and he finds the first tag to take RieNs down and make it a 1v4 for us.
The map is less equipped, and you would definitely believe that to be the case, but it's pAura with a 3k! Shuts Fokus down, got a little bit ahead of themselves. At least Waddle shuts pAura down, but the rest of the supporting cast is here.
Leads from the front, leads the line as demanded. Some things cannot be vocalized, only in the game do they demonstrate themselves, and pAura with 3 kills and a headshot to boot has left Waddle in an untenable scenario. It up behind the smoke, Fokus wanting B, and perhaps finding RieNs uncomfortably instead.
Those are going to dash into B anyway. pAura does get rid of the smoke of the controller. KPZET, there goes Waddle. JUGi did get that pick though.
Yeah, but pAura's doing everything for them right now. He doesn't want to let this one go. He'll hold it firmly with both hands. They've just been going straight for these direct hits. They really haven't been defaulting too much on the rounds.
Oh, JUGi just getting a chance, but flashed out. There it goes. Plenty of players on the fight to fight with. Plenty of brawls to be had. And it's pAura trying to grab their team. But it's only up to ruzy now. You're one to watch, and one to watch for Fokus as well.
He needs to keep him at arm's length. The two UK boys, Waddle and Lime. JUGi to head it off. A rolling thunder early to secure backside control, and they'll take it.
They will. Spike ready to go down. It's not even a tap. We were waiting for the entry, and JUGi's gained it. 2 picks. There's absolutely wiping him out, Hazza. It's up to ruzy now.
The only one left. Fokus trying to find their place. The tag from Waddle. It's all over. They are the masters of the Misfits.